Hi, thanks for tuning in. If you would like to watch the slideshow that goes with these lessons, it is linked in the description of this video. This special episode is called From the Vault because I recorded these lessons a while back. The elements of art are fundamental in the creation of any type of art and are intended to give you the tools necessary to create anything you can imagine. This episode contains beginning, intermediate, and advanced lessons. Hi, this is Laura Houston, and I'm going to show you an art project that focuses on the element of art color. So I'm going to be using some paints today. If you don't have paints at home, that's completely fine. You could make this work with crayons or colored pencils or oil pastels. Or if you just want to watch and learn from what I do, you're welcome to do that too. We're going to start out. I'm going to show you how to draw a ladybug. It's going to be a very basic ladybug. So I'm going to start with drawing the body like this. So it's almost a complete circle, but not a complete circle. And then I'm going to connect this center here to this. And then I'm going to draw the body, which will be right here. And then let's put a little head here on this little guy. And maybe a couple of antennas. Later we can color in the head black, and later we can put some spots. But our focus today is going to be color. And if you watch the slideshow, I taught you about primary colors. So we're going to mix two primary colors together, blue and yellow, to get a third color, which would be a secondary color. But the first thing I'm going to do is paint one wing blue. So here we go, I'm painting one wing blue. Just gonna paint through there. It's okay if you go on your lines or out of your lines. The lines are mostly just a guide. One that's a nice blue color. I'm going to rinse my brush in the water. Try to get all that blue off because I don't want it to change the color of the next paint, which is going to be yellow. So now I'm going to paint the other wing yellow. So I'm getting some yellow here. Wing yellow. And I bet some of you are thinking back and remembering from the slideshow that I went through with you. I bet you're thinking that you know what blue and yellow make. And we're going to find out if you're right. Okay, so I have blue and yellow. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix equal parts of blue and yellow together to paint the body. And let's see what color we get here. The yellow over here. I'm gonna mix blue into it and mix it up really well. Keep mixing, mixing, mixing. A lot of artists use a palette knife, and I don't have my palette knife with me right now. It's still at the district office. But if you have a popsicle stick, that works just fine. Sometimes a plastic butter knife or a butter knife would work to mix paint, because as you can see, it kind of gets goopy on my paintbrush. But look what color we made. So blue and yellow mixed together makes green. And so now I'm going to add this to the body. And you can make several ladybugs if you want and mix different paint colors together in the same pattern. And whatever the mix is, put it in the center part for the body. This is kind of like a an army green, or an olive green. It all depends on how much blue you add to the yellow. Each time you'll get a different color green. If you put more yellow in or more blue in, that changes the color, the secondary color. Let me just finish right there. And then once I'm finished, once this dries, I will put some black dots on here, or maybe I can paint some. Yeah, I have some black paint right here, so I might as well just add those in. Let me get let me clean my paintbrush. Sometimes I like to wipe my brush off first with a paper towel before I put it in the water to get some of that paint off. Okay, I think I'm gonna paint the ladybug's head first. I think ladybugs have black heads. Do that first. Oh yeah, that's nice. Just gonna paint like that. Sometimes it's hard if you don't have a small enough brush. Okay, so I'm gonna try to just do some small dots here, or I'm just gonna turn my brush like this. Look at that. And this ladybug's different because usually ladybugs are red, but we're making ours all different colors. See how I'm twisting the brush to get a circle? Because I have a thick brush, otherwise it'll be difficult to get some circles. Make one out on the edge. I don't want to put them in a straight line. I was trying to put them, we can do like a little half circle right over here. There, how's that? We'll do one more circle over here. And there you go. So this lesson was about color, the element of art color, and we mixed two primary colors together, blue and yellow make green. So I hope you have fun doing this at home with some other colors. Thank you. Hi, this is Laura Houston, and today I'm going to do an art project with you that focuses on the element of art color. This is the intermediate level art project for color. So if you have crayons or colored pencils at home, I happen to have oil pastels. You can use anything. Crayons are just fine. If you don't have anything at home that's to use to color, it's perfectly fine if you just want to watch and learn. So here we go. We're going to do a landscape, and it's going to be very simple. So I'm just going to start with a hill that's going to come down this way. And then I'm going to draw a water line here that's kind of like a horizon line. Remember, the horizon line is where the sky meets the water. And up here, I'm going to draw a sun. And I think what I'm going to do is draw some interesting cross lines that cross here, because we're going to be adding colors. We're going to be focusing on warm and cool colors in this project. So I'm just going to draw some lines here. Let's see, I'll make this one a little thicker. This is the main horizon line, and we'll have some other lines here. And then we'll do a few lines in the sky. Okay, that looks good. So what we're going to start with is, this is a project that focuses on warm and cool colors. You'll remember that from the slideshow, as well as complementary colors. And just to remind you, when complementary colors are together, they really pop. So this is going to be a very bright piece of art. So remember, purple and yellow are complementary colors, blue and orange are complementary colors, and red and green are complementary colors. So why don't we start with the green hill. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna kind of do this quickly, and you can color however you want to, but I'm going to just fill in these areas with different greens. And it's okay if the same green overlaps, and you can do this however you want. Let me grab a different green here. But when you look at it from far away, when you see the finished product, it will look like a green hillside that's near some water. And I'm just kind of coloring quickly here. You might want to take your time and color like slower or use different greens. Let's see, maybe I'll mix a few greens here. Let's do this. You could even do this with paint. If you have watercolors or tempera paints at home, I'm going to mix a few of these. Okay. As you can see, we have our hillside forming here. Add some green. Okay, so you get the idea. Okay, and then I'm going to start filling in the water. And from the slideshow, you learned that blues and purples and greens are all cool colors. So I'm going to mix these in. Let me draw another line here. Let's see, maybe right here. So we can get a bigger variety of colors. It's okay to edit your work or change once you start, because sometimes once you start coloring, you realize there's something that you want to change. Put some blues in here, add light blue. This is our ocean. You can even, mix a little of both. Maybe I'll mix some blue here. But the lines definitely add some interest. Can't forget purple. I'm gonna add some purple in here, because purple is also a cool color. Maybe I'll blend this right here. Nice mix there. Okay, so we have our ocean and our land. Now the sun, I'm going to use bright yellow up here for the sun. We're going to draw a setting sun. So our sky is not going to be a typical blue sky. We're going to draw a California sunset here. So our sunset is going to have beautiful reds and oranges in it. So now the top part of our landscape is warm colors. So we have this. I'm going to put some more. This is almost a red orange. It's very beautiful. This is going to be a very bright landscape. It's almost like a piece of stained glass the more I look at it. I love creating art with bright colors. Maybe I'll mix a little bit of red and orange in this area right here. And I'll do some more red right here. We're almost done. Okay, add some orange here. Look how these colors just pop, especially on the white paper. And like I said, you can do this with colored pencils or with crayons, or if you find some paint somewhere. And I think I might add a little bit of yellow highlights here. Like maybe the sun is reflecting a little bit in here. But there we go. So what we've created is a simple landscape with warm colors and cool colors, and at the same time we use complementary colors, which really makes it vibrant and pop. So I hope you enjoy doing something like this at home. Thank you. Hi everybody, this is Laura Houston, and today we're going to do an art project with color. We're focusing on the element of art, color. This is the advanced project in the series, in the whole color series. So I'm going to be using oil pastels today. If you don't have them at the house, maybe you have crayons that would work, or colored pencils. If you don't have anything, you're welcome to just watch and learn and enjoy watching. So I already started to save time by drawing a half sun and moon. And I always like to raid my recycle bin to find art tools. And so I always like to find something perfect to make circles with. So I just used a Sharpie and a cup or a container, and then just continued drawing these curves out in the same like the same curve as this circle, and the sun just has rays going out. So as I said, this project is about color, and we're focusing on warm colors and cool colors, as well as emotions that colors may evoke. So if you remember from the slideshow, I'm going to start coloring while I talk. So if you remember from the slideshow, I focused on Pablo Picasso, and he had his blue period, and it was a lot of people who seemed sad. Well, blue is a cool color, and cool colors don't have to represent sadness all the time. It all depends on what the subject matter is. And in fact, cool colors, all the blues and greens and purples, they can actually just represent peacefulness and calm. So keep that in mind when you're creating art with the warm and cool colors. So on the sun, this is going to be the warm color side, and it's going to be more of the, like joyful and energetic side. I'm going to start on the outer portion, and I'm going to color in some red here. And as I get closer to the sun, I'm going to just keep it a little lighter, because I'm going to add some orange in those rays. So I'm just going to do some red here. And if I had all the time in the world, I would color a little nicer, but I'm kind of hurrying through this because, video. So now I'm going to add some orange here. So I'm kind of blending the orange into the red. We want the darker colors to be on the outside for the desired effect here. So I'm adding. So I'm going from red to orange. Same thing here, red to orange. And then I'm going to take this same orange and start out here on the outside. And if you were using crayons and you didn't have a lot of different shades or hues of the colors, you could just do this transition by coloring, lighter, pressing lighter with your crayon, just to get an interesting effect. And here I'm adding some yellow here, so it's going from yellow to orange. I'm going to do the same thing here. Some yellow here. And this yellow will transition to orange back here. And there's ways to smooth it. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit better for you. I'm gonna smooth it a little bit here. And then here I will do orange again. I'm just following the pattern. And these are warm colors with a lot of energy. So I think that's the emotion. I'm trying to capture the energy from the sun. There we go. Okay, and I have room for one more over here. We'll make that yellow going into a little bit of orange. Okay, now for this side, I want to show the peacefulness of the moon. And I chose an interesting color. This is called pale green. It's almost like a mint green. You can barely see it, but I do, you could leave the moon white. That was going to be my first plan. And then I saw this color and I thought might look nice. So again, I want the colors to become darker as I move out away from the moon, because we want to make the moon look like, it's illuminating. So I'm going to put some light blue here. See how calm and beautiful this side is? And I'll do the same thing over here. And then I think I'll try, let's see, how about maybe some light green? Because this is all, remember, the blues and purples and greens are the cool colors. And, cool colors also tend to recede away from the viewer, whereas warm colors come towards the viewer. And don't be afraid to layer colors upon colors, even if you're using, you know, crayons or colored pencils. I think I'm going to get into some darker blues back here, and maybe some purples. And maybe I'll mix, let's see, maybe I'll mix a dark green with this blue here. And I'm going to keep going on with this blue. I think I'm going to mix blue into purple, because I do like the look of this blue here. Let's see, maybe I'll put purple here, closer here. Oops. It's okay. Just keep going. I'm going to blend it here with more blue. There we go. You can kind of start to see the overall effect that as the colors move out, they're getting darker on this side. Let's see. Over here. Okay, so let's see, I'll put a little more blue up here. There. Kind of blending it. Okay, well, you get the idea. So what we've done here is we've used cool colors and warm colors, and you can see it's a very bright composition, and you know, you could say that the cool colors have a peaceful effect and the warm colors are full of energy. So I hope you enjoy creating art at your house, and I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you.